Live. I got something to talk about today. I'll wait till everybody get on the line because I got something to talk about today. I want to know, why are relationships so hard to be in? Please. Today's message is, why are friendships so hard to be in? Relationships so hard to be in? What makes things so difficult to be in? I don't understand. You love me, I love you. You're with me, I'm with you. So somebody got to answer this for me. Today's conversation is, why is it so hard to be in a relationship, a friendship, a family? Why is everything so difficult? And it got an issue with everything. So that's what my message is today, y'all. So like I said, somebody answer that for me. I don't know why relationships got to be so hard. Friendships got to be so hard. Nowadays, it's like I should be able to wake up, call you, hey babe, how you doing? Cool, smooth. I shouldn't have to be going back and forth with you, right? Like, is that toxic? Like, I want to know, is that toxic? Like, if you constantly going back and forth with somebody, is that toxic? That's what I want to know, y'all. That's what I'm trying to understand today. Like, is it toxic? If somebody toxic that doesn't allow you to be who you are, but they want to constantly create issues just so they can feel attention. Ain't that toxic? Right? I know everybody don't have the same capacity, but to me, that's like a little toxicity. Like, that's not smooth. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. That's just that ain't cool to me. I just was just reminiscing and thinking, hey, I'm blessed, Mocha. Mocha, how you doing? Mocha with this Starbucks cup coffee. That's not toxic. They just run a strict program my way at Howard. To me, that's toxic. What R is the person for them to react? Butterfly, you doing? I'm just saying. To me, that's toxic. If we friends, or we family, or we boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife, why do I have to show my emotions for you out of drama? Like, why can't you be okay with just knowing that I love you without me having to constantly show you through drama? Like, that's not cool. That's not smooth. That's just what I was thinking. Everybody who watching too, I got my sweatshirts coming out too. Religion sweatshirts. Y'all gonna have to cop that right there for sure. What if Jesus was a black man? Will he understand my life? While police is pulling me over, wanna read my rights. While my heart is getting cold and smoking weed at night, trying to hide behind the cheese, ain't no G's in sight. Yeah. Hey, but that's the drama makes the smacks good. You shouldn't have to slow through drama. Hey, you know what's crazy? Okay, what do you consider drama? I just logged on. That's a good question. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like having intimacy after arguing. I think that's toxic. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Roski, Bray, what's happening? I think having intimacy after arguing is toxic. And though, so I'm fine. You know I'm fine, babe. Hopefully you're a woman. If you're a man, get off my live with all them compliments. I'm handsome respectfully. Hey, listen, if you're a woman, I appreciate it. If you're a man, get off my live. Respectfully. Okay, all woman, indulge. I'm going to indulge in you. What are the things the person is doing to the other person that, let me tell you what's toxic to me. Toxic to me is knowing that this person got a problem with what you're doing and you still do it. That's toxic. Just to get a reaction. That's toxicity to me. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Like, to me, that's toxicity to me. Somebody else may think something else, but to me, that's toxicity. And that's what's toxic to me. And I don't think I have to, I don't think I should have to show you that my love for you through aggression. And I don't like having intimacy after we just got done arguing. My blood flowing to my head, not to my head. You know what I mean? My blood in my head, not to my head. So, hey, oh, she acting right, huh? She ain't acting right. No, it ain't about, this ain't personal. I'm having a conversation. This ain't personal. I ain't talking about no specific woman. This ain't personal. I want to know, why do people, is that toxic? Like for somebody to try to get a reaction out of you just to feel like you love them. I don't like that. I don't think no friend, no family, no boyfriend, husband, or wife should do that. Yeah, you won't work then. Oh, who mispicked me? You toxic, huh? You look toxic from your thumbnail. I'm in a point in my life, if I don't have peace and happiness in my life, hey, Sandra, you know what's crazy? I've been feeling like that lately. Hey, listen, in 2 days, I'll be 42 years old. In 2 days, I'm gonna be 42 years old, y'all. 42, 42. In 2 days. Feel free to cash at me, Zelle me. Yeah. In 2 days. They're trying to jam my live up, y'all. Hey, I feel like trying to jam their live up. Hey, what I'm saying is, hey, Natasha, Natasha, what happened? What require peace for you though? Pretty T, for me, peace is coming to understanding that I'm okay with being okay, or I'm okay with not being okay. That's the way my mind operates. Like, I don't want to have no issue with nobody. I don't want to wake up thinking if I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, it's gonna be a problem. It shouldn't. I shouldn't be walking on thin. I run a strict program. Let me tell y'all something. I run a strict program, yo. That's why a lot of women can't get. And a lot of y'all fellas out there, y'all know what I'm saying. That's why a lot of women can't stick with me, because I run a strict program. I mean, principal strict. I mean, dean's list strict. I run a strict program. Life is simple, but people. That's what's today's conversation. Why is life so difficult? Why is friendship so difficult? That's what I want to understand. Like, why is things so hard? Why is things so difficult? That's the question I got to ask today. If you love me and I love you, what's the problem? What we fussing for? What we fighting for? Like, for real. No, I'm saying, what is peace for you? Do you want a woman to submit, and are you being as strict? Wanda, what's happening? I run a strict program, and I want my woman to submit, but I'm gonna submit to my woman too. The Bible say husband and wife submit to each other. See, people skip over that. They skip over that line. They only see the line where it say woman submit, wife submit to your husband. But the Bible say husband and wife submit to each other. So I'm gonna submit to my wife and she gonna submit to me. She gonna pop it for me and I'm gonna throw it for her. That's right. Okay, that's what I was asking. You can only type so much. I feel you. And I just hope all I really got to say, man. Don't ever put yourself in the, and that's the question today I got for y'all, man. That's the question I really got today. Like, is that toxic for somebody to know you got an issue and a problem with something and they still do it? Or is it the fact that they love you so much? I love you so much, so that's why I'm acting like this. I can't live without you. That's why I'm acting like this. To me, that's toxic. I don't want no. Hey, you might have to live without me. Like, respectfully. Respectfully, you might have to live without me, because I know women be like, I can't live without you, babe. And that's why I'm acting like that. You might have to live without a nigga, for real. Straight up. I left 19-year relationship because I don't have peace and happiness. So it was always a person. And I'm just respectfully, you might have to go without me, babe. YouTube, TikTok. Hey, if you watching, you might have to live without me, babe. I know all this. I can't live without you. I need you. And this is why I'm acting like this. You might have to go without me. Respectfully. Peace. Cause I ain't with all that psychotic. Hey, that's the question I got for y'all, man. I think a lot of people feel like, or like some women feel like this man treat me wrong, he love me. Oh, this woman, woo, 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 she love me. No. Hey, Jade, I appreciate that. And I'm act like you don't exist. Who don't exist? I exist. Nobody and thrive in a toxic environment. I'm telling you. That's my question today, yo. Like, I think we confuse toxicity for love. Or he made everything a problem. I think we confuse toxicity for love. Like, we think somebody love us so much because they always calling us or texting us or they always worried and concerned. I think we confuse toxicity for love. Honestly, God's honest truth. I feel like we really do that. I don't know, man. But y'all tap in, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Cause I really do feel like we so caught up on this person loved me, he loved me, she loved me, even friends. And I ain't just talking about a relationship, I'm talking about friends too. Oh, that's my dog, that's my friend. Because they rolling with me, they riding with me. But I be feeling like if my friend gonna ride with me through the BS I'm doing, are they really my friend? Bro, cuz some people like toxicity. They just don't like to admit it. So, hey, listen, some people love toxicity. They get turned on. They get turned on by being toxic and arguing and yelling and fussing and fighting. I don't, I know, I can, no, I can't. I don't, no, no, no. Mm. And I go for friends. Like today, I text somebody. I'm asking dude, hey, where your mom at? Dude say, don't question me about my mother. I'm like, huh? I gave your mother 1,500. Your mother owe me something now. And you text telling me don't text you about your mother? I thought I helped y'all make 40, 50,000. And that's when I had to block I just went ahead and blocked them. So you know what? I'm not even gonna mentally, I'm not even gonna go there. Because I see you thrive on toxicity. You thrive on toxicity, bro. So I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna bow out gracefully and let you have it. And that's what today's message is. That's what I'm saying. Friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend. I just want to know, why do I have to be toxic for you to know I love you? Why do you got to treat me like this for me to think you love me? Like, you ain't got to tear my line down for me to know I love you. You love me? Because you tear my line down, I'm going to block you. I'm telling you right now, listen, any woman out there who listening, that I'll ever date in the future or whatever, if you call or any woman that I ever anything, if you call my phone or a woman I'm dating right now, if you call in my phone repeatedly, I'm blocking you. I'm straight up. I'm gonna block you. I ain't even going. Oh, she loved me. That's why she called. She knows. She getting blocked. You said my friend owed me 1,200. I'm telling you, Eugene. You again. You Chinese. I'm telling you straight up. Like, I'm blocking you, B. I ain't even gonna hold you. Friends, family. I'm about to be 42 years old, y'all. 42. Can y'all believe that? I'm about to be 42 years old. Live restricted for some audiences. But come on, TikTok. TikTok talking about live visibly restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricting the search for the next 10 minutes because your live does not comply with what? Yo, hey Sandra, please blessing and love. Oh, Tibetan. I don't know what that is. I used to be that girl when I was in my 20s. Now I don't have that energy. Yeah, TikTok sent me something. So I was bullying and harassing somebody. I'm like, who am I harassing? They crazy. Hey, but yeah, Sandra, blessings and love. And that's just how I feel about it. Friend, family. I'm like 42 years old. I'm 42. I'm about to be 42 years old. Why would I sit up here and constantly go back and forth and argue and fuss and fight with people I'm on like God only promised what maybe 70 years. Like I'm more than halfway into this thing. I ain't got no time for that. Like for real. How old y'all is out there, man? Please tell me how old y'all are watching this because I ain't got no time. Like how old are you, fam? I'm just saying. Octavia, for real. I'm just saying. How many of y'all got time to be going back and forth with people? 42. That's what I'm saying. We too old for that. That's 40. We too old for that, B. Respectfully. We too old to be fussing 33. That's old too. 37. That's too old to be fussing and fighting. And with that toxicity and back and forth. For real. I ain't gonna lie to you. In the dating world, if I call a woman, let's say 2 or 3 times, and she not responding, she getting clipped. I'm clipping her. She getting clipped. Gretchen, handsome, thank you. If you're long as you're a woman, thank you. If you're a man, get out my life without no compliment. She getting clipped. And same for friends. Like I said, dude acting crazy. I didn't get your mama 1,500. When my mama passed away, y'all wanted to do some business. Y'all met me at a hotel now. Y'all met me at a hotel. I showed y'all how to do business. I showed y'all how, because that's what I do, y'all who watching. I'm a car consultant. So you want to open up a car dealership, finance or whatever, contact me. That's what I do. I have a brain. Yes, I have a brain in this big head. In this big head, there's a big brain. So contact me. You want to make some money on these cars. But you can't holler at me. I showed you the play. You owe me some money, owe me something, and now you can't give it to me. At that point, I got to cut you off. I got to. Because my peace ain't worth it. You can have that little 1,500 because me running behind you gonna make me lose 15,000. I call you once and then send one text. That's it for real. I'm clipping her because I ain't got time, Gretchen. No, Octavia. I ain't got time. And you ain't got time to be going back and forth with friends or family or boyfriend, girlfriend, nobody, B. How many friends that came in and out your life like a robbery? How many boyfriend and girlfriends that came in and out your life like a robbery? And you sitting here arguing with one when there's probably a better one out there? No. Where's the grace? I say grace before I eat only. I say my grace before I eat only. Straight up. Respectfully. Like, come on, y'all gotta cut this out, man. I'm just saying, I say, Lord, I pray over this food, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Lord, for this food. Nourish my body and taste good. In Jesus' name, amen. That's the only time I'm saying grace. When it comes to these women, you ain't getting no grace. Zero. Unless you got a meal prepared for me. And we could say grace together. Respectfully. Grace was there when he gave him the opportunity. Hey, listen, Grace. We all flawed, but I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, pay close attention to this because y'all might not know. If you gotta chase somebody, listen to me, y'all. A salute, Antigua. What's happening? If you gotta chase somebody to get them in the beginning, imagine what you gotta do to keep them. If you gotta chase somebody to get them, imagine what you gotta do to keep them. Think about that. If you gotta chase somebody, to get them, imagine what you gotta do to keep them. So I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not calling you 4, 5 times. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't doing that. Like even in my relationship, I am not going to be going back and forth. Like even though I may miss the woman, I may miss her, my heart is hurt. I may feel sad. I gotta move on. Like I have to. My life depend on it. He said, as a surge tech, I'm unavailable with a life on the line. After surgery, I'm good, and before. I don't get what you're saying. Symphony. I don't get what you're saying. But that's just the moral of my story. I just feel like I just want to talk about that today. Pardon my French, my Creole, my Spanish, my English. But I just felt like it's enough is enough. If that's your friend, that's your husband, that's your wife, that's your boyfriend, girl, why are you putting them through drama? If you love them so much, why you put them through drama? It is toxic to give drama to somebody you love. That's toxicity. It's time to go. Like Sis Cuz said, some people love toxicity. I ain't with it. I can't do it. You shouldn't do it either. Like, respectfully. But yeah, we locked in, man. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Cause I was just sitting back thinking, like, man, I'm going back and forth with people. And the people that I'm going back and forth with ain't really benefiting me nothing. So if I'm going back and forth with you and you're not benefiting me anything, what am I doing? The energy I'm using on you, I could use it for something that's gonna help me get somewhere. That conversation I'm having with you, I could be talking to a banker trying to figure out how to buy this land or buy this apartment complex, or talking to Experian trying to fix my credit. Like, why am I talking to somebody who ain't trying to hear me? Why you talking to somebody who ain't trying to hear you? That's the question, B. I'm confused. I'm confused, B. Maybe that's just me, but I'm confused. I don't know. I'm confused. If you ain't trying to hear nothing I'm saying, what I'm talking to you for? If you not trying to hear nothing I'm saying, why are we even talking? You already got a preconceived notion in your mind how things gonna be and what things is. So why we talking? Like, you a grown man, you a grown woman. Why I gotta tell you what you need to do? I don't get it. Why I gotta tell you what you need to do? You're a grown man, a grown woman. You know what you're supposed to do. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you. And I think that's how it is with friends, relationship, husband, wife. Why I gotta tell you what you should be doing? It's confusing. I'm confused. And Octavia said, "Get them grace. You got to give them grace because they might not understand." What happens? The Bible say treat others as you want to. No, the Bible say do unto others as you do to yourself. So if I'm giving myself grace, and if I'm giving myself grace, that means I got to remove myself from that person because they ain't the only person that deserve grace. I deserve grace too. So out of grace for myself, I gracefully bow out. I was doing that back home with literally everybody. I left home and evolved tremendously. Exactly. Everybody say treat me with understanding and compassion. I dig it. I get it. Treat me with understanding and compassion. I get it. I understand. But when will you treat yourself with understanding and compassion? When will you treat yourself with understanding and compassion? That's the question. Like, seriously. Everybody wants some understanding. Everybody wants some grace and mercy. When you gonna give yourself some grace and mercy? I'm just telling you. I'm 40. I'm gonna be 42 years old in 2 days. I promise you. Moving forward, if I'm dealing with a grown adult, and I gotta tell you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, I'm done talking. I'm done dealing with you. Period. I'm done. Done. Pretty T, thank you. Carrie, thank you. I'm done. If I'm dating a woman and I'm going back and forth with her, back and forth, back and forth, I'm done. I don't care how much I love her, care for her. I'm finished. Respectfully, I'm done. And y'all got to be the same way too. I don't understand why. How can you sit up here and keep putting yourself in these positions, keep putting yourself in these situations, and you wonder why you in these situations, and you wonder why you can't find love, and you want to know why you single and why you alone, why you ain't got no friends, why you ain't got that. Why? Because you keep opening doors to people who trying to close their door on you. Hey, Jessica, my birthday is May 1st. So if you think I'm handsome, send me a Cash App or a Zelle. My Cash App is money sign King 7870. Money sign King 7870. If you feel like I'm that handsome, send it. Yeah, I see you got off the live. Soon as I said the Cash App name, she got off the live. See what I mean? Soon as I said the Cash App name, she got off the live. Y'all are no good summer business. Hey, Moscow, Hey, what's happening, mate? We got Moscow in the building. Salute Moscow, man, for real. Hey, Moscow, I got some producers out there in Moscow, some beats and stuff, man. Check out my YouTube page. For real, for real. Okay, it's not money sign. It's just the money sign, like the money sign. It's not, don't spell out money sign. It's money, the money sign symbol, King 7870. Shoot a Cash App, leave a note, and yeah, you leave a note, and I made note your back. Hey, it's me. What's happening? Salute all my partners in Moscow, man. For real, Nova Scotia, all over the world. Salute all y'all for real. But that's just how I look at it, and that's why anybody who watching, that's why you single. That's why you ain't got no friends. That's why you're alone in the house. That's why you paranoid. That's why, because you opening the door to people who trying to close the door on you. Hey, I stopped giving people chances who didn't deserve them. I used to give everybody a chance. I said, hold on, time out. I'm giving everybody chances that don't deserve them. But the people that do deserve them, I'm not giving them a chance because the people treated me bad who didn't deserve it. So I don't want to give people. You follow me? Like, I don't want to do business with people no more because these people screwed me over. So I'm gonna meet somebody good to do business with, and I'm not gonna do it because these people screwed me over. You gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop. Cause that's how the devil went. I was listening to Marilyn Hickey. Salute Marilyn Hickey. Rest in peace. But she said something. She was like, fear is faith in the devil. When you have fear, you have faith in the devil. So I had to ask myself, why am I afraid to love? Because somebody who was full of hate didn't love me? Follow me. See, I'm here to teach you. I ain't here to do nothing else but teach you. You afraid to love because somebody somebody who's full of hate didn't love you. Think about that. Like, you're afraid to do business because somebody who wasn't business minded screwed you over. Pay attention. That's crazy. Guess I gotta wait. And that's all I got to say. Now this water in this bottle is water and beet juice. I don't be drinking no vodka, bro. Hey, that's my partner in Moscow. So this water and beet juice. This beet juice. Beet juice. And that's all I got to say. Like, people love to be toxic. People love toxicity. They love to have drama. They love to have issues. They love to have pressure. Nigga, I ain't with it. Like, I can't go. I can't go. No, I ain't going. Respectfully and instinctively. But y'all let me know how y'all feel out there, man. Y'all talk to me, man. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about y'all life? Are you happy with the woman that's in your life? Are you happy with the man in your life? Are you happy with your friends? Are you happy with your family? Are you happy with yourself? Hey, I know in Moscow, listen, bro. I know in Moscow they be drinking. I got my partners out in Moscow. I told you I got my partners out there in Russia, in Moscow, Nova Scotia. I got my partners out there. Croatia, everything. They be going crazy. Vanessa said she happy with her family, no man, but that's okay. And I know Moscow, y'all get busy out there, boy. I can't do all that drinking, honestly. How many of y'all out there happy with y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife and family? How many of y'all happy? Yeah, I know. It's wild out there, B. How many of y'all happy with y'all husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend? How many of y'all happy with y'all side piece? Y'all side girl, side dude. How many of y'all happy with y'all friends? How many of y'all happy with yourself? I'm waiting on the answer. Ain't nobody answering. I only got a few people in here. I can't get no answer. I know y'all ain't happy. I know people that watching this ain't happy. I know you ain't happy with your life. I know you ain't happy with your girlfriend. I know you ain't happy with your man. I know you ain't happy. I know you ain't happy with something or somebody. Mika said, I'm happy with myself. Okay, that's beautiful. I know y'all ain't happy with something. And you want me to tell y'all why y'all not happy? I'm gonna tell y'all why. And don't nail me to the cross. Y'all not happy because you toxic. That's why you ain't happy. It's a beans. What's happening? The reason why you're not happy with your life because you full of toxicity. You full of hate and you full of toxicity. Undercover toxicity. Like you're undercover toxic. I do want a husband one day, but it's hard to find a godly man. Vanessa, keep them prayers up. You're gonna find them. Listen, keep them prayers up and them legs closed. And you're gonna find them. Hey, Sabine, I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm from Miami, Florida, straight up. Praise God. But that's why you not happy. That's why you ain't got no man. That's why you ain't got no woman. That's why you alone, feel alone because you toxic. That's why you feel alone because you toxic. I'm telling you straight up, you toxic. And he say, counsel, Scar, why you calling me toxic? You toxic because mentally your mind is polluted. Like, same girl, same. Your mind is polluted. That's why you toxic. Your mind is polluted. Once I realize I'm the observer and not the vessel, baby. Listen, the reason why you're going through what you're going through is because you toxic. Like straight up. My mind is a hard place. Your mind should be the easiest place for you. Your mind should be the easiest place for you to sit down and reside in. That's why you toxic. The reason why your life ain't the way you want it to be because you so full of toxicity, you so full of hate, you so full of fear, anxiety. That's toxic. That's pollution. Your mind is polluted. Your mind is polluted. Your heart is polluted. Your soul is polluted. You need to go get cleansed, B. Do I believe in God? Yeah, I believe in God all day. Yeah. Whoever don't believe in God, you believe in something. That's all I got to say today, y'all. I know it's not a popular conversation. And I know a lot of people ran off the live like a roach with raid. And I know TikTok banned me for 10 minutes, which was crazy. Saying I was bullying somebody. I don't know who I was bullying. I don't know who I was bullying or harassing. Somebody reported me, said I was harassing them because they toxic. That's an example of toxicity. Like toxic, pollution. Your mind is polluted. You're full of fear and anxiety and stress and issues. Your mind is polluted. I can't. Don't blame me. You don't know my story. Listen, I know this. Let me tell you what I do know about your story. You still alive to tell it, right? That's all I got to say. One thing I do know about your story is you still alive to tell it, right? My mind told you that? Yes. XOXO Jew, yes. Your mind told me that. How I get in here? Pretty T, you in here because you toxic. And it's time for you to get cleansed of that toxicity in your mind. It's time for y'all to get cleansed from that toxicity in your heart and in your mind, B. That's why you in here. That's why you fell in here. Straight up. Respectfully. And don't be out there reporting me either. Nah, I'm asking how I go live with you. Oh, you want to go live? Let's go live. Candy. Tastes like candy. Candy. Tastes like candy. Yeah. Pretty T. Oh, Pretty T, you want to go live? All right, Pretty T, if we go live, don't be talking crazy. Let's have a conversation. I think you gotta request. I think you gotta request to go live. Pretty T. Oh, pretty half face. Pretty half acre. Well, I sent you a request.
Hello.
Pretty T, what's going on?
Oh, how you doing?
And why you got Mary J. Blige playing in the background?
Baby, I'm a 90s baby.
Yeah, but Mary J. Blige music louder than you.
Okay, so I said let me turn it down a little bit.
Thank you, baby. Hey, Candy, the topic is toxicity. Like, I think we confuse toxicity for love. And I feel like a lot of people just toxic and they love toxicity. And that's a way for them to feel loved or accepted, appreciated. It's drama, toxicity. That's what today's conversation is. Go ahead.
So what do you consider as toxic? Because how I was reading stuff, how you was saying it like, oh, you're toxic. That's the reason why you was here. That's the reason why you fell up on my page. Or correct me if I'm wrong though.
A Negro spiritual, cut it out. Man. That's toxicity. That's how I say it. I know that's the wrong verbiage, but that's just how I say it. Toxicity. That's what I call it. Toxicity. Nah, but you said how do I know that?
Well, define what's toxic to you.
Toxic to me is anxiety. Toxic to me is fear. Toxic to me is being afraid to love, being afraid to accept things. Toxicity to me is somebody who creates drama that's not there. Somebody that deals with drama when they don't have to. That's toxic to me.
So did you just did that though?
What you mean?
You was kind of projecting a little bit.
Projecting. You gotta tell me what you mean.
So when I got on there,
yeah,
and I was saying, what I was saying, you was like, oh, well, you did, or this, or this, and this. And if you did, I'm like, hold on, wait. That's why I was like, let me get on here for a minute.
Right. What did I say though?
You said, and I quote, if, hold on, wait. I'm reading the comments too. Let me not read the comments. But you said, and I quote, you was like, well, and no, okay, I'm not going, okay, well, you're right.
I'm listening.
No, because I'm not going, because I don't want to turn it into an argument.
I never argue on this stuff. This is not a platform for arguing. I told you I don't argue. I'm 42. I'm about to be 42.
It is safe, just you see what I'm saying, to have disagreements.
Yeah.
And I do disagree with what you were saying.
I want to know what I said though.
But you know what you said.
You just said verbatim or whatever I was going to describe it. What did I say? That's what I'm asking you.
I just told you what you said.
You didn't say anything.
But you know what you said.
Okay, see that's hey y'all watching. You see that's the definition of toxicity. That's the definition of being toxic. Somebody who got a problem don't even remember what I said. You got a problem with what I said, but don't remember what I said.
You had a problem with what I said.
That's the example I'm talking. Hey, I love talking to people because they always show the example. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody said that I said something that was offensive, but they can't remember what I said. I know what I said, but they don't know what I said. So let me ask you a question. In your life, let me ask you, let's get off that because you don't remember what I said. So, hey Marie, hey there, beautiful. How you doing, beautiful? I appreciate the love. My birthday coming up. Cash at me, Zell me. Yes, sir. So let me ask you a question, Pretty T. With your friends that you have your friends in your life. Oh, when I get right, you is um I think that's not okay what you said. What ain't okay what I said? Let me ask you a question when you see your friends going through arguments and drama, what is your advice to those friends? Pretty T.
To be honest, the advice to my friends that's going through is it's not my business. The only thing that I could do is now if they come to me with it, the only thing I can do is there's no right or wrong answer because either way it goes, it's you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I pray that's a toxic way of thinking.
No, it's not though.
It is. Because I'm gonna sit up.
I feel like the most toxic way of thinking is to have a side with something.
Okay.
And so I'd be like, hey, let me stay up out of it.
I understand. But as a friend, I'm just saying for me, I don't live my life in toxicity. So if I see a friend going through drama or going through something, I should be able to have a solution to their pollution. I should be able to have something to tell them or some advice to give them to help them out, regardless of what it is. So
the solution to that pollution would be just to be by their side. You get what I'm saying?
So you don't think you should give them advice or anything?
No, because the last thing a person want to hear is when they already going through shit,
Right.
is that they wrong about something. That's the last thing somebody want to hear when they already going through shit.
Right.
Is that, oh yeah, you and that's gonna add trauma on more. You get what I'm saying? Or what they already going through. Who wants to hear that?
Right.
So being a supportive friend, and I've been that supportive friend before.
Right.
Yeah, I'm rocking with you till the wheels fall off.
Right.
Now, if you disrupt that loyalty, or you trade that loyalty with the disloyalty, then you're cut off.
So
Then you're cut off.
so what
Every time, don't nobody want to call you, and then you be the bearer of bad news for everybody else.
right. But why is that bad news if you're telling somebody how to get better? How's that bad news?
Because nobody wants to be wrong.
But
If they want to be wrong, they will think in their own head.
right, but that's toxic.
I mean,
So that's what yeah, but that's not how the world is. That's not how the world is. That's how toxic people in the world is.
Right. But if you're an empath,
Mm.
the only thing that you can do is ride till the wheels fall off. Now, if they trade loyalty with disloyalty,
Right.
then you cut it off.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you another question, y'all. Cause we listen, Wednesday, we just don't talk about boyfriend, girlfriend relationship. We talk about friendships, family. Yeah. Yeah. So every Wednesday when I go live, I talk about friendship, relationships, family, everything, not just boyfriend, girl. So my thing, and Marie, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So for me, what I'm saying is if you say I'm a ride till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever drove in a car and the wheel fell off?
See, but that's
Just answer my question. Just answer my question. Please just answer my question. Please.
no, I never had.
And why? Why is that?
Because I'm gonna make sure that wheel doesn't fall off.
So let me ask you another question. If you ride in the car and you feel that wheel shaking and you think that wheel about to fall off, what you gonna do?
Understand what you're saying.
So my question is, so again, so mentally,
Get that wheel fixed. You gonna put in action. You gonna move. You get what I'm saying?
I understand, but whether it's talking or doing something, I don't advise anybody to ride till the wheel fall off. Cause when the wheels fall off, you crashing. So I don't advise nobody to ride with anybody, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Do not ride till the wheels fall off because you're gonna crash.
What I'm saying is,
Amber,
if you ride until them wheels fall off, then that means if you said that if the wheels so happen to get shaky a little bit, then you already know, okay, this is where you need to get stuff in line at.
Right. So what you gonna do? Hey, Amber, I'm great. How you doing, Amber? Hey, so if I'm riding in the car, I deal with cars, sell cars. If I'm riding in the car and
and you see that engine smoking, what you gonna do? Fix the engine, right?
I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over first, and then I'm gonna see what's going on with the car. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep riding until I ain't gonna keep driving.
What I'm saying though, that's not
That's what I'm saying. Like I think a lot of people and they hey, Amber, blessings and love. Um, a lot of people ride till the wheels fall off, like literally. Like I'm gonna be ride or die, ride or pass away. I'm not riding till I'm not riding till I pass away. I ain't doing it.
It's being who you are,
Right.
and whether a person is being disloyal to you, you still gonna be that person. You're still gonna be who you are. Don't change up your character.
No.
Because of somebody not moving the way you want them to move.
No.
That's who they are.
I can't and I can't be that with them. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If somebody, yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying. But like you say, you're gonna check it and then fix it. So for me, I can't be with somebody and they acting funny or acting a way I don't agree with, and I just keep staying with them.
That's a you problem.
I'm not gonna do that. It's not a me problem. That's a us problem because it's about us. See, listen, in a friendship, but listen now, in a friendship, in a friendship or a relationship, it's a us thing. This ain't no me thing. So if you acting a certain way and the way you acting, you know is not healthy for what we got, it's time for me to go. Or time for you to go. Either way, if I'm not acting healthy, you can leave. If you ain't acting, I can leave. Like I don't encourage nobody to stay in something that ain't benefiting them. Respectfully.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, what is what do you feel that's unhealthy to you? Is it an argument, a disagreement, or a woman? Because women they do have they emotions. Right. Women think on emotions, men think on logic.
Right.
That's facts.
Listen, people think toxic people think on emotions. Hold on a second. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Toxic people think on emotions. Wise people, well, let me do this. Toxic people think on emotions. Intellectual people think on logic. Wise people pray about everything. And meditate on it. So for me, I don't say men think on logic or women think on emotion because I just told you an example today how a dude I hit up was in his emotions like a woman.
That's a energy.
But
everybody has it.
Everybody has some sort of feminine inside, male inside. I don't consider the traits female or male. It's like if you're thinking off emotion, you're toxic. If you're thinking of intellect, and if you're thinking of logic, you're intellectual. If you pray and meditate, you're wise. Mm-hmm. So that's the way I look at it. So I don't expect my woman, like when people say,
do that consider you human?
That makes you psychopath.
Oh wow.
You're a psychopath. At that point, respectfully. If you praying, thinking on logic, and in your feelings, you was a psychopath. Like, because I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, Pretty T, I'm gonna tell. I read the scripture every Sunday. I be on here live. I read the scripture. The Bible said a double-minded man, a double-minded human who thinks two ways is unstable in all his ways. Double-minded, thinking two ways. The scriptures say a man who thinks two ways is like the waves in the water. You don't know which way the waves going. That's what the scripture said. That's what God said. So what if I'm dealing with somebody 1 minute they in their feeling, next minute they intellectual, next minute they praying? That's not for me. Cause you confusing me. I'm confused.
It's not that a
Yeah,
person
yeah,
is
Candy, you can get on.
like, just because a person is finding themselves, just because you have found yourself. First of all, the definition of God is love. That's the true definition of God.
Right.
Whether God gonna rock with you regardless of what. That is the definition of God.
Yeah.
So you can't say that you have, or you read scripture, or you do all that, and do not have love in your heart. You can't say that.
What I'm saying is love for somebody. Love doesn't necessarily mean putting up with the pollution, the toxicity. Love for you, my love for you could mean I gotta walk away. So God can deal with you, so God can help you. Love doesn't always require me to stay there and be abused and be mistreated.
Yeah. Interject too.
Candy, go ahead, Candy. Tastes like candy. Candy.
There's like a part in the Bible that says if your brother is doing wrong, like you can correct them. And if the first time you correct them, then bring somebody else to help correct them and keep bringing someone until you help them see the light. So, in my opinion, I love my people enough to tell them when they're doing wrong because I don't want to see you hurt. I want to see you going through. So, yes, I'm going to tell you when you're doing wrong, when you're messing up. I'm not here to, like sugarcoat and help you feel good because I love you enough for the end game for your life to be good, for you to be happy. That's the thing. I'm not saying, oh, tell me everything that's right, because then you'll be a bot. You'll be a chat GPT. And nobody wants that. What I'm saying is,
right.
Want somebody for advice.
Yeah.
And then the first thing they do is be like, well, you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to do that's that. The point of giving advice, though, because talk about it. Because if that's the case, then you don't need to call nobody. You should go directly to God. If you don't want to hear what other people have to say respectfully, if you can't take that, then yes, you might need to go to God. But I guarantee you, God's gonna hurt your feelings more than your friend can.
Glad.
If he needs to shine some light on your sin, or
That's real. That's real.
feelings, it's gonna be nicer than God is. True. So I'm gonna speak on my own. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I know that I am blessed.
Yes.
That's how I know I am blessed.
Well,
everything around me is blessed, and everything I touch is blessed.
That's beautiful. But the thing about it is, like I said, we talk when we talk about friendship, relationship, we talk about us. So, like I said, if you got a friend, that friend should be blessed right along with you. Right? It's not it's because right. So I'm gonna read to you a scripture that you may not have read, and I really forgot about it till now. It says it's Romans 1, chapter 1, verse 28. I'm gonna read from the New Living Translation, NLT. It says, since they thought it foolish to acknowledge God, since they thought it was foolish to acknowledge God, God abandoned them to their own foolish thinking, so they can do things that should have never been done. The scripture says, like you said, God is love. God gonna ride right. I just read to you Romans 1:28. It said, since they thought it was foolish to acknowledge who God was and listen to God, God abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let hold on now. God abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done. But what people you say that is? So I feel like that's people that thought that God was foolish.
But I'm talking about God is love. You get what I'm saying? So the people if you move out of love, then nobody would think that you're foolish.
What you mean?
Number two, God chastises those that he loves.
Yes.
So chastisement doesn't
Correct.
always feel good. No, it can hurt.
What?
But that's out of love. Why don't chastise nobody that he love?
You want me to read the verse to you? I'll read the verse to you. Let me read the verse to you, Pretty T. Because everything we say in scripture, baby. Hold on. God corrects those he loves in business and property. How, so the scripture say he do though. But God in the scripture it says he corrects those he loves. If a parent love you, they're not gonna let you keep putting your hand on that stove. They're gonna tell you, listen, son, that's not healthy for you.
The case with Jonah, when Jonah disobeyed God, he went into the well. It wasn't that God wanted to hurt Jonah, but Jonah needed that time of reflection to know what he was doing wrong. When that time of reflection was over, God released him from the well, and Jonah, he could do better from his ways. So he took a better path. Or
in Rome, Hebrew,
story of Job.
God, Job. What about Job?
Job was a fearful man.
Okay.
He was fearful of God.
Okay.
He had nothing but cattle. He had nothing but sheep. He had a good wife. He had a good family.
Okay.
And God and the devil, they had a talk.
Okay.
And they said, I would. He's only doing that to you. Why? He's only worshiping you and praising you. Why?
Because you give him everything. You bless them.
I guarantee you, if you take it all away,
He's gonna curse you.
What did Job do?
He didn't.
Pretty T, let me tell you a secret about Job that nobody pays attention to. Well, not nobody. There's a part in the scripture that says Job offered sacrifices for his children in case they were doing wrong. And so it's pretty, you can kind of allude to the fact that you you can pretty much allude to the fact that maybe think about kids. Our kids do stuff wrong. They do stuff because they're kids. So Job was offering sacrifices just in case his kids weren't doing right. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that it's in there. Read it. It's in there.
She telling you the law.
So with that being said, there's a possibility that Job may have known that his children were going astray, but he's as love as a parent, he's trying to kind of atone for their sins. So still with that, we're not talking about Job in his story though. We're talking about, but you brought Job. Right. So I'm bringing up the love of God for Job.
Okay, let me. All right, let's go. Let's go back. Let's go back to this verse right here. Go. Let's read this because we're gonna be talking about Job. It said Hebrews 12:6. It says the Lord punishes. Hold on. The Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes each one he accepts as his child. It says the Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes each one he accepts as his child. See the difference. See when you talking, and this verbiage that is used, that these words didn't mean the same thing they use now. They mean now. So when God is correcting you, when God is saying, okay, this ain't the way to go, God is pulling you. God, like for me, I had a stroke 2024. I had a stroke. I couldn't, my whole left side shut down. I was out here sexing, sleeping with unprotected with women. I was out here angry. I was out here thugging. I was out here thugging in public. I was out here wilding. God had to sit me down and I asked God why. But that had to happen to save my life. Even with Job, look on the flip side of Job. Think about Job. Hold on now. Let's think about Job. We often think, okay, God did this, Satan did this to Job. Job lost everything. What if Job had to lose everything to gain everything God wanted to give him? Remember, God gave him 3 times as much, 2 or 3 times as much. So what if he had to lose everything to gain the blessing he was supposed to have? So so what I'm saying is sometimes in the midst when it seems like correction and punishment to a person, because even Job's friend said that. What did Job do wrong? It may seem like correction or punishment to somebody, but to God, that's love. So that's why he say he punishes those he love, because through the punishment, you're going to receive the blessing you're supposed to have if you acknowledge him. So this is why when I look at life, I know God loves me when God is telling me I'm going the wrong way. You don't let somebody keep walking down that path if you love them. If you know down the road is destruction, if you know down the road they shooting, you're not gonna tell somebody, you're not just gonna ignore them and just let them keep walking. You're gonna say, man, they're shooting down there.
Like, Pretty T, I don't know if you're a mama, but let me put my spin on it. I'm 44. My little girl is 20. She's my little girl.
God bless your child. God bless your child.
Sometimes I got to eat that child up. And when I tell you it hurts my heart, like I can go in the room and close the door and cry from fussing at her or being hard on her. But I'm only doing that because I don't want her to make the mistakes I made. I want her to live a better life. And I just want her to do well. So sometimes, I mean, I got to be low down on her to where she's in the room crying. And when a tear drops from her face, when I tell you I hurt so bad.
Right.
But if one little tear dropping from her face will make her life be better, make her make better decisions, then it's well worth it.
Yes.
And I hate being mean to her. I hate cussing at her, but it's only because I love her so much. I would die for her. I love her that much. Well, let me tell you a story. And this is my story. So, in 2019, my house caught on fire.
Mm.
And both of my kids was missing.
Mm.
And I ran inside of the house. And I was burnt on 45% of my body.
Mm.
I was in a coma for 2 months. I lost one of my kids.
Mm. Sorry to hear that.
That one is 17 years old right now.
Mm.
And so I do get on her. I do get on her. But you know what? You gotta have some type of love too, because you'll never know what that kid going to do too. We gotta stop doing that generational curse shit that excuse my French.
No, you can go curse on TikTok. Don't cancel me. We could.
We got to stop doing that generational curse stuff. Like, we got to be super, super hard on our kids because we don't want them to end up like us. They're not. They're not us. Not my mama.
I'm definitely sorry to hear what happened to you. I'm glad God, and I pray blessings over you and your child. And what I will say is, it's not being hard on somebody if you tell them don't go down there. You're gonna drown. That's not being hard. Like that's like holding your hand, like so you don't drown. Like you crossing the street. Why are you crossing? Why are you holding my hand?
She's not like she's the total opposite of what I used to be in house. Like she's a nerd. She bees in house, you know. Right. But I be trying to tell her, get outside more. You got to meet people. You won't be stuck in a room all day. Then you'll be doing what we doing now on TikTok, meeting people. You're gonna have to get outside.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, maybe I need to get on TikTok for a little while.
Right.
And I kind of thank God I did because I did have a intellectual high level conversation with somebody.
Yes, yes. And you know,
Oh, you do.
right.
And you don't get outside and first of all get that vitamin D. Second of all, actually meet people. How are you even going to experience any type of life anyway?
That's true.
So you're trying to keep your daughter in the house. I'm trying to make my daughter go outside. Experience life. I mean, you just running away and being and hiding.
Right.
And don't know that life can happen to you inside the house.
That's real. But that's not being hard on them for telling them that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I tell people that my stroke is the best thing that ever happened to me. They're like, how could your stroke?
Losing my kid, but like me being burned and me having to learn how to walk and talk and do everything that I could do by myself again. It was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yes.
Because before, I was fighting and carrying on and young and stupid.
Right.
I'm going for my bachelor's. Go to my dream city.
Blessing, yes, blessing. Yeah.
Like, so that's what the story of Job was for me.
Right.
God had to strip it all away. And he gave me back triple of what I lost. No, it's not Kid, but you get what I'm saying? At least I won.
I understand. And I think what Candy is saying and what you saying and I'm saying is God is love, but but there's so many dimensions in love. Love is, and when I ask a woman to love me, and when I expect a woman to love me, I don't want a woman to love me and say she loved me. That woman got to learn how to love me. And if you're a woman, that man needs to learn how to love you. So to you,
A lot of people don't be loving you,
but check it out, check it out. See, but yeah, I know, but we ain't talking about the people who don't love. We're talking about people who do love. So to me, to you, somebody outside looking in might say she don't love him because she yelling at him. But to me, I could be like, she loved me because that's the only way I'ma listen. Love is different to each person. So when God say he loves and corrects those he love, or when God love you, his God's love may not look the same to you than it do to that person. Right. But yeah, y'all go ahead and talk. But that's all I'm saying. Cause when I pay attention to it, okay, somebody might say God don't love me. You had a stroke and you was doing no, God loved me. That's why when I look at it, hindsight, he loved me enough to give me this stroke and not give me a heart attack while I'm not here no more. He gave me just something to slow me down, not finish me.
These are unforeseen occurrences that happen, and we're all induced to sin. So, my thing is, sister, brother, my thing is this is the way of the world. This is what we are experiencing. What we're experiencing with our children, and we have to be the light for them.
Right.
If you see your children lagging in one or two, three areas, you have to be that light for them. And I see you being, like you said, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna be socially competitive so my daughter can see what it's like. And I commend you for that.
Yes, yes.
I really do. Not that I was trying to get on here to see what, so my daughter can see what it's like. I wanted to feel what it was like for my daughter because she's constantly on here.
Oh, she constantly on TikTok. Okay.
Like, we gotta have some type of communication somewhere. If she always on TikTok and she's not getting outside, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to not monitor, but
See what's going on.
look at her. What she's liking. She can talk to other people more than she can talk to me. Exactly.
So do y'all have a good relationship, you and your daughter?
Absolutely.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. But that's the whole key. I want everybody to know that God's love look different to everybody. And don't think God don't love you just because somebody making you feel like he don't. Because sometimes, like for me, like I said, I was facing 20 years in prison at one point in time. I was out here, when I tell you I was out here thugging, I was thugging in public. Like seriously. And it's like people say, like all these things happen to me. And I know that was God loving me and slowing me down, stopping me from destroying myself, crashing out, being destroyed. And but to somebody else, it might look like, where your God at now? God is here. That's why I'm here, still here. That's what. So I want to encourage everybody to know that in your mind that God love may look different to everybody. Don't look at somebody else's life and compare your life to theirs. Don't look at somebody. Yeah, don't do that because
Greater than the other.
right.
My thing is, God knows our hearts. He knows our souls. He knows us because He created us.
Yeah.
So no man, no person walking this earth can tell us how God defines us or judges us.
Yes. Right. That's right. Shalom, 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 shalom.
a lot of children. And one time I asked her, I was like, like when I was first becoming a mother, I was like, how do you know how to love them independently of, according to their own personalities? And she was just saying that was exactly it. She loved them for who they were. So she spoke to them from where they were. Like, if one was into this or that, that's where she met them at. And then she related to them from there. And so I love that because, all children are different. Siblings aren't the same. I mean, even twins look alike, but they're not the same. So I love to learn to love somebody from where they are and then start from there. Yeah, because we love our children differently, but we love them the same amount. So it's like if you're dealing with a prospect of a child that one of your sons is gay and one of them is not gay, you know what I'm saying? You still have to love that child the same. Mm-hmm. Love him for who he is, mm-hmm, not for what he believes in and what he's doing. So So my thing is, like you said, yes, love them accordingly. Yeah. We love them the same. We have the greatest love for our children. You got to have a different type of love for each kid. Like, exactly. A different type, but it's according to their personality. It's according to how they live their life. Yeah, absolutely. Just because they come from you doesn't mean that they come at the same value. Yeah, with this exactly.
And that's why like my mom told me before my mom passed away, because she just passed away. February 15th, right?
Sorry to hear that.
Thank. So before she passed away, she told me, she said she apologized to me for being so rough on me, being so tough on me. And she apologized. And I told her, I said,
Probably was like, Mama, thank you.
if it wasn't for that,
Thank you.
if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't survive with stuff I've been through.
Exactly.
So that's what I mean. Like love comes in so many different forms and shapes and understandings and perceptions and definitions. And that's why, for me, that's why I know God's love, no matter what it looked like. Anybody who watching this, okay, you may be right, right.
No matter how he loves us is equal across the board.
Yeah,
it's equal.
right. It just look different, but it's still the same. It's all the same.
Yeah. Circumstances and situations are different, but it looks different.
Right. And that's why God's love is that's why he said his love never fails. Because what you need might not be what I need. What I need might not be what you need. But his love will never fail you in times of need. So that's right. That's right. So that's all. That's what I want to say today. And like I said, today's main message was just ridding yourself of toxicity and people who have a toxic state of mind, and know that God's love never fails you. But at the same time, if somebody's being toxic in your life, like I said, I hate to say it, but you got to cut them off eventually.
Yeah.
You have to eventually. I understand what God said, but eventually you gotta.
Like that, but hey,
God's.
with a good little split.
That's it. You gotta move on, because the Bible say the blind lead the blind into a ditch, into a hole. So you keep following this person down a emotional downward spiral, you gonna end up depressed just like them.
But you know what? Toxic love is such a normality these days because they act like if you're not arguing, if you're not fussing in public, if you ain't acting out on social media, it's not love. It's not real. I don't want to function like that. I need to be in my nervous system needs to be in peace. Like, I don't want to argue. I don't
Right.
fight.
Right.
I don't want to do none of that. I just want to be in peace. That's Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Because one piece,
Right.
piece,
Right.
one piece of negativity. This girl, Chrissy, is moving on. Block you. I'm moving on. I don't care if you're my sister. I don't care if you're my brother. I don't care who you are. Lifestyle, I'm living to be the best of me for the next day and the next day forward.
Yes, yes.
Amen. You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Sound like somebody been drinking tonight. I'm disrespectful. I'm just saying, sound like you been drinking tonight. No, I'm joking.
Smart, intelligent, sufficient person.
I'm joking.
I know. Right. How to tap in to other beings' feelings. Because either I done went through it or I know directly how it feels.
I understand.
And when it comes to toxic relationships, even with our grown children, we have to let our grown children go out there and learn for themselves. Yep. The Bible says that we only accountable to them to a certain age. I can't do it. So my thing is,
You can't do it.
we still want to lead them and we still want to guide them. My kids are 23 and 21.
Right.
They gonna do and guide them. But when they come to me and they ask me, then that's when I go. Yeah. But I don't interfere other than that because I have a life to live until my days are, till God calls me home.
Right.
Okay, so what if you feel like okay, so say you know your purpose, right? Exactly. So say what if your purpose is to bear this child? You'll never know. You'll never know what your purpose is. I feel like my purpose was to bear this child. Otherwise, I'd have been gone. Exactly. And that's our purpose. Women, that's our purpose. I was pregnant when I was like 15. And I asked for her. I was like, God, send me somebody that I can love equally. You get what I'm saying? But a child's love and a mother's love is equally. Yeah. It takes them a lifetime to see it, even when they burying us. Mm-hmm. It takes us a lifetime to see it, sister. But let me tell you, it is equal. Mm-hmm. There is nothing. There is nothing. I have 3 dogs. My sons, they will do anything. Um, Anything in the household that they think that they see that needs to be done. Yeah. But let me tell you that we have to pray over our children. We have to absolutely do. We have to guide them. We have to light them, even in their older age. Even in their older age, 18 is not a death sentence because some parents cut their kids off when they're 18. Yeah. I don't do that. Mm-mm. You still need guidance. Right. You still need to know, stay with me as long as you need. You don't want a woman if she can't cook, if she can't pay bills on her own, if she can't sustain, if she's not independent, or even if she can't work with me and we can't grow together, then that's not the woman for me.
Yeah.
Tell my daughter, as long as she's my daughter, of course, I'm always there for you. However, there's a point when you get married. I said, I am not going to interfere in your marriage. Exactly. I said, now if you come to me and you and I, you like, mom, right, baby, it's a different story. I have a question. I said, I will tell you from my personal experience, but will I interfere? No, ma'am, because that's your marriage, that's your ministry, that's your calling. I will give you the best advice to give you, but I will not interfere. I'm your mother always. But you know what I mean? That's your road to walk right there. Yes, ma'am. I lost my virginity when I was 21.
You ain't gotta say.
And I didn't love him. I didn't see nothing with him. I worked. He was at home with baby and the baby he had before me, and I was taking care of all three of them. Yeah. But I had to see.
Pretty T, stop.
Yeah, I had to work and I had to see. And I told that man,
Girl.
I said, when you get home from work, you better be gone. Because my have me on the news. And she gonna be with my baby. Because ain't no man go when I come home from drinking while I'm working. Playing PlayStation.
Thank God I had no kids, none of these kids. I ain't got no children. See that, but the thing, what I realize is, end of the day, we all got a choice in life. Whether it's your kid, whether it's yourself, whether you got a choice. Either
choose yourself every time.
you got to choose. Hold on now. You got to choose. You got to choose. You got to choose God every time,
Well, yes.
and then yourself. Then yourself. See, but
Said last night,
yeah,
my brother, I have two luxury cars, and my brother was like, I was like, I need a work car. And my brother was like, you've done so much for me that I just wanna do something for you. So he bought me a daily car to go to work in.
it's a blessing.
And I didn't even have to pay nothing for it because I've done so much for my older siblings.
It's a blessing. That's a thing.
It puts me in a position to to do other things, to invest in other things, to invest in my children if they need me. But my boys are so independent, they don't even like asking me for anything.
Right.
Well, but as parents, we always have to steadfast and be ready.
Yes. But also you can't lose yourself in that childhood.
Somebody, or even if she don't have kids, even if you don't have kids, you still gonna want to be there. I have a question.
Candy.
Scar, what was the one thing that you thought your mother was the toughest on you, but it helped you in life the most? You for that question too.
I would say she always made me feel like I wasn't doing things God's way. My mother always made me feel like I was
Yeah,
like like
yeah.
like how can I say this? I don't want to say not good enough, but
God will want you.
Chrissy, hold on one second. I know you've been drinking. Hold on one second, Chrissy. Hold on one second. So what I'm saying is she used to always tell me, if you don't do it God's way, you're not gonna be happy. Or you ain't doing this and you ain't doing that. She always made me think I wasn't good enough. It hurt because that gives low self-esteem to me. Gave me low self-esteem. It gave me devaluing. But fast forward, it just made me it made me know that my own mother didn't see how good I was. So it kind of prepared me for the other people. It sounds crazy what I'm about to say, but okay, well, okay, it prepared me for the other people who was criticizing me. Like I heard it before. Like I heard this before.
I can take my own mama.
Right, right. So that's what I was saying.
On this earth,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
earthly friend, she's not gonna lie to you.
My mother wasn't though. My mother wasn't though.
So my mother was absent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry for that sister. I'm so sorry for that brother.
Yeah.
But you know what? I thank her for that.
Right.
because now I'm able to be 100% providing for mine. You get what I'm saying? I'm 100% 10 toes, regardless of what goes on. You learned it on your own. God shows you everything. God put the intuition into your brain.
But are you? But Pretty T, are you? Are you really? How can I say it?
No, give me a minute. Don't get
God, I'm about to say because
you would make mistakes.
you seriously let her talk. She been drinking. You seriously let her talk. It took a lot to get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm talking about where I'm at now. Right. So it took me where I'm at now to look back and be like, oh, thank her. I thank her. You know, because I had a lot of resentment. Yeah, regret, yeah. I was like, damn, I can't stand this lady. Right. And then she popped up and wanted to be in my daughter life, and she wasn't even in mine. Right. And that's what I wanted to ask. Yeah. I kept my kid far away, but then I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like Scar and Pretty T, did that affect y'all's relationships with people? I don't think. See, it made me love a little too much. You get what I'm saying? Because oh, really? Yep, I'm the type of person that give the shirt off my back, and I literally have before. You get what I'm saying? I've literally have before. I would say from I'm learning in this experience now that you can keep giving a shirt off your back and ain't nobody reciprocating that energy. So if you pour into an empty cup, and yours is full, either your cup gonna be either half full or that motherfucker gonna be empty and theirs gonna be full. Yes. Yes. But this is a question I had, Candy. I asked myself. I like at the same time I say, Ma, thank you for doing that to me because I got through the hard times because you were hard on me and helped me get through the hard times. That's what I said. But I had to fast forward and ask myself, would I have went through those hard times if my mother loved me the proper way? I understand you was tough to me and it helped me get through those hard times. But would I have actually seen those? Would I have seen those hard times if she was nurturing to me? So 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 that's why for me, I realized I probably wouldn't. But it's the truth. It's not even a blame. But it's the truth though. Like it's the truth. Like so it's possible if maybe, of course, all love and respect to your mom. If she was more nurturing, you think you would not have saw as much hard time? Correct. I feel like if she was, because a lot of stuff like even relations with women, like they always say, "Oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? What woman hurt you?" And I was like, "My mom. My mom did." Like, so when that hurt, it's hurt. It's like she, like she the one who hurt me. So for me, I forgive her. Like I forgave her. I've been forgave her years ago, but I had to act. But I really had to ask myself, like, okay, if my mother was a mother, I don't think I would have went down the path I went. Mhm. Respect. Resistance. What you mean? Do you think you resisted your mother's counsel or whatever she told you? My mother was abusive, verbally abusive. That's what I was gonna say. Do you think that black and mentally abusive and physically? My mother was verbally and mentally abusive. It's worse than physically. That's what I want to ask, and not putting race on it, but I can only identify with my own race. Do you think as Black mothers we're a little too hard sometimes? Yes, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. And it's a long generation, a long line of being hard because we had no choice but to be. I heard it wrong. Generation. It was at times that for real, women weren't allowed to vote. We wasn't even allowed to speak. That's great. We're angry. Let alone, you get what I'm saying, do anything else. So I feel like, yes, we have to
when we're angry, well, black women were angry. So they take it out like, oh, you got to do this. The man at work, and you got to take it out on your kids. No, not even necessarily take it out on. It just, I'm not going to say structure because it wasn't structure because each kid is their own individual self.
Right.
But I'm saying it was so much structure. Oh, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you cannot do this, or you can't do that. And I'm like, or kids like, damn, can I even be?
But Marty, do you think that sometimes, and I'm just asking, do you think that Black women kind of overstructure their households because they're afraid of what the world is going to do to their kids? So they're like, if they overstructure,
I think black women overstructure relationships. I think they overstructure everything because I'm gonna let Pretty T have it. Go ahead.
Conservative,
Who's the minority?
conservative religion can overstructure.
Black women a minority.
Yes, we get treated the worst.
Black women get treated the worst.
Treated worse by black men. We
What?
get treated worse by
Huh?
white women. By white men.
Hold on. Tell me. Black women get treated worse than black men. Come on, Pretty. Come on. See, yeah, Candy, exactly. Like there's no way that you could think that black women get treated worse than black men. Let me tell you something, Candy. I mean, Pretty T. If you're a black woman and you're 21 years old and living at your parents' house, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. If you're a black man, 21 years old, living at your parents' house, society gonna make you feel like you a nobody. You ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that. If you 20, if you're 25 years old and you're on a bus stop, you're a woman. She a hardworking woman. If you're 25 years old and a black man on the bus stop, he a bum ass nigga. Like this how I go.
Yeah, I mean that is right though.
Right. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
You know,
It's hard. Trust me, it's hard. And the thing about it is, we both know we black men.
right. I really
Sure.
love from back in the day though, like that. Back in the day where that black man went to work, whether he was on a bus stop. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but back in the day, women respected men and women respected women. Them days done, long gone.
Others have pampered. Women have pampered a real black man that's been raised by a real black woman. So we feel like men's supposed to support us. No, I don't feel like a man's supposed to support us. So, when I got into my marriage, which I've been a widow since 2019.
God bless.
When we got together, we started as a team, yes, and we built so much. There was no, gender roles. There was nothing. He was the head. 100 did it. And yeah, we are not a team. He is the head. Then I'll follow behind. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. That was his status. I followed behind him. Yeah. But we was a team. You're not gonna lead me into the path of hell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want a woman to follow behind me. We side by side with this thing. My woman gotta be side by side. She ain't walking behind me. She gotta be side by side. That's straight up.
So see, but the thing is, you're not getting it. When a man leads and a woman follows, she's gonna walk beside you anyway.
No, I don't. But the thing about it is, the thing about me, sometimes the woman got to lead too. I don't believe in my relationship.
She's going to lead as well.
Right. So, because in my relationships, the woman leads sometimes. I ain't the only leader. I'm not the only leader.
Because we're all stronger in certain things. Like if I see my man is not strong in one certain area, I might be a bit stronger. So I can kind of, how you can gently lead someone without taking away his masculinity, but leading properly. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But that's the thing. Like men are so I mean, and our black men, and excuse my French, I'm sorry. I'm not just gonna,
Oh, I'm listening. We're listening. I'm in the camera. What you say? I'm listening.
black men, they are so ego driven to the point where we can't even have a say so. Why I'm that way? We're trying to offer some good ideas. You're trying to listen. I get you. I want to listen. You get exactly. Yeah, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to hear me.
So you feel
Trying to pull you. I'm trying to
so you feel
us. You said it right. I said me. You said us. But I was saying I'm trying to inspire your mind to think optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
dog.
Not pessimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. That is a chauvinistic statement to say. That's a very chauvinistic statement to say. Excuse me. To say all black men are ego driven. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
Some black men will.
Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes, sir.
And this the problem. And this the problem. This the problem why black men is not listening, because guess what? Every time they talk, they can't be heard. Yeah, correct. So you say we ego driven because black men don't have a place. I ain't gonna say all black men. Black men don't have a place to be safe, to be able to sit down and talk without being judged. I can't go to my woman and tell my woman I got a lust problem without her thinking I'm cheating on her. I can't tell. I can't. Excuse. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean?
But let him finish.
Let me finish. See, that's the problem we have. She making my case point invalid. POV. I'm just an independent woman, so I'm gonna let Scar talk because Scar's my friend, my dude. You know what I'm saying? My profitable business partner. So I'm gonna let him talk. My pillow at? I need a pillow. Cause my whole thing, what I'm saying, that men don't have a safe space to be a man. Because it's like if I say something and it seems like I'm weak, then I'm looked at not as a man. If I'm having a hard time financially, then I'm looked at as if I'm having a problem. Like I'm not a man. If I can't perform in the bed more than 1 minute, I'm not a man. Like if it's like there's so there's so many I'm just saying, as a man, no, for me, I win every time. I win. It's like first place. No, but what my point of what I'm saying is there's so many, as just as a woman has stipulations of what makes her a good woman. As a man, there's so many points and so many things, so many boxes we gotta check to be the man that a woman want us to be. And it's more boxes that we gotta check than women gotta check.
It is.
Doc, what you say about that, Doc?
To be like, okay, if you ain't got the your stomach and your thighs ain't right. Girl, don't raise your hand, girl. You better speak.
Go ahead, speak, Doc.
Sure.
You got your own house, your kid, your baby daddies ain't in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stipulations on both ends.
Nah.
Here you are. No. You are telling the truth because some women believe, they actually believe that those boxes have to be checked in order for you to be a good man. But that's what it is. Right. Because the building blocks, the team effort, where you don't have um us rated 50-50 or 100-100. We're doing it together. Right.
But exactly. The problem is the difficulty is.
And I was taking care of all the bills.
Right.
But guess what? Because that man was the provider of my family.
Right.
And I worked overtime and extra time to make sure that my husband got well.
Yeah, but that's you, but that's not normal society.
So
Go ahead, Doc.
Things start. The problem is with here's the thing with Black love, right? Here's the thing with us.
Break it down, Doc.
Tries to make everyone's situations, like generally speaking, like we keep saying all Black men, all Black women. There is no one size. There's no one size fit all for anybody, right? Right. Relationships are very individualized. I am a divorcee. I'm 52 years old.
Okay.
I was married to a younger man. My ex-husband is 40. I'm 52. I gave him my best years. I had children with him. They're the only children I have. He was a narcissist. Man, he was a narcissist. I am someone who is college educated. I was a college professor. I gave up my career to follow the man. As Chrissy said, I followed him, Chrissy. I gave up my life for this man. Oh, and I got nothing in return. But, however, I did not go to the next relationship. To God, though. Going to the next relationship.
Can't you finish? Can't you let her finish, please?
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Go ahead, Doc.
Will not go into my next relationship saying that because he was a narcissist, because he took advantage, because he that all men are, right? Every man is accountable for his or her own actions like everyone. I think our issue is sometimes we don't realize that we're the common denominator. Sometimes we have to realize that, okay, if we're attracting a certain type of man, there's something that we need to. What I know about something we need to change. I tried to broken vessels. I know that for whatever reason, like it. And so I got a lot of broken people that come into me, right? But that's something that I have to acknowledge and say, hey, why is it that you're pouring out, but you're not receiving a lot of reciprocal? Then I have to make sure that I address it in me so that the next time I make a decision with the mate, it's a better decision.
So, Doc, let me ask you a question. How long did it take you? How long did it take you to realize? How long did it take you to realize? How long did it take you to realize you were the common denominator?
And let me say this, ladies. I taught them collegiate level, and I was teaching babies this I'm 52. I was teaching on the collegiate level at 30. And so here I am telling women, oh, I'm telling people we're the common denominator, but it's healing. It took me a while to realize that. Honestly, probably mid 40s, like I'll say 40, so 40 something in that marriage. I started saying, well, damn, I ain't getting nothing bad. What's going on? And so I started reflecting, right? So I realized that I'm someone who was raised as the oldest child, so I was used to always giving, right? He was raised as an only child, so he was always used to receiving. So when we came into that relationship, we both were working out natural identities, right? Yeah. Then, however, by the time I turned 40, I was like, well, wait a minute, there's no reciprocity in this. What the hell? What's going on? But I stayed in it because I had little children. Right? So my sons now are 13 and 15. So we've been divorced since July 23. But it's a forever learning curve. It's not like I'm still learning, right? I'm still being honest about the mistakes that I made.
Right.
Because that way it keeps me from being so bitter at the opposite sex. If I be honest about what role I played in. A lot of times I tell women, because I coach women about that too, like, hey, the thing is, you're deflecting. You're really not mad at him. You're mad at yourself for staying that long. Exactly. Right? Exactly. For hoping and wishing and praying. Because if we had paid attention to the first sign or the fifth sign, then he couldn't have had a 35th sign. And so we just have to start being more honest as women. So men have to own their shit. Women have to own ours. We got to own each other. We got to speak life into each other. We got to respect each other and stop buying into all these narratives that's out here that's telling us that we're enemies. Right. Because we're not enemies. Exactly.
Hey, Pretty T, what you were saying?
Okay, so after you guys had ended a relationship or whatever, and sorry for saying or whatever, but after y'all ended a relationship, how long did it take you to get up under someone else? Or did it take you
right away?
No, listen. Let me tell you how messed up I was. Because again, I'll be honest with you. Actually, after we got divorced, guys, I still allowed this man. He and we still were for over a year and a half. Like we got divorced in July 23, January 25. I said, you know what? We're divorced. We can't have my
Two people talking. Hold on.
Ask me a question. I was trying to.
Yes, Pretty T kind of finished what she's saying. Pretty T finished what she's saying?
So what I was saying was, is how long did it take you? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been through a similar situation. But not, a man can't take, like, you can't do too much to me.
Now, right.
No, I'm talking about period. Like, you can't do too much to me.
When you say can't do too much, but I think that's defined differently by every woman. Like for me, this man was financially secure, so he paid. He wasn't disrespecting me.
It's not about materialistic.
But I'm saying for different women, it's different.
So pretty T to you, what is can't do too much to you? Like,
What does that mean?
what is your limit? What is your limit? Like, give an example.
One thing is, like, yes, you might be financially stable, but you might be a narcissist. You might be evil. You might be worse. You might be like, yeah, you might put a roof over somebody's head.
I guess I'm still asking you saying you can't take too much. What can't you take? Like, what's something that you're saying I'm walking out the door? What is a breaking point for you? Is what I'm asking.
Cheater, a liar, a manipulator, a narcissist.
Okay, a cheater, a liar, a manipulator, and a narcissist. You find out that someone is a narcissist over time. You don't immediately know they're a narcissist because if you study narcissism, narcissists know how to act, say,
they're trying to
think. They work. They do certain things, right? So you learn that a person is a narcissist. So when you say I can't take it, there may have been subtle things that he was doing. There may have been subtle things that were happening. You find out actions. I think this dude is a narcissist. You won't know right away that it's a narcissist.
Pretty T, what you saying, Pretty T?
I said, how long did it take you after dealing with that narcissist or dealing with that person?
So I think for me, my situation is different because he was so much younger, and I always tell people this when I speak to them. Because of his age, he literally was 4 different men. He literally was in a relationship with 4 different men. You understand what I'm saying, Scar? Because so he was, remember when we got together, he's in his 20s. So you're talking about at 20 something, he was one type of man. Then at 30, he was another. Then mid 30s, and then so he's been like, different men.
All of that. How long did it take you to get with someone else?
The growth stages. Oh, to get with someone else. I'm not in a committed relationship.
No, I'm talking married, like sexual, like spiritual.
Oh, I have like dating, just dating. I've only been dating. So if you heard what I said, I told you that I divorced him in July 23, but he and I were still entangled until January of 25. So
That's the thing though. Like y'all was still going back and intertwining with each other.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. And it's just now April 26th. So I've only been dating. I'm not in a physical relationship.
So you haven't slept with nobody.
We tend to venture back to what's familiar. So instead of going go to the safe space.
Nope. The whole point of his thing was dealing with toxicity. That's was his whole thing.
My whole point today is it is toxic. And do you agree that was toxic for you to stay in that?
I had to wake up. Yes, it was definitely a toxic relationship. Okay. Yes, most certainly.
Right. So for me, I don't agree. My last relationship I was in, I was going back and forth for like when I say about 4 or 5 years, like back in years, and just me trying to make things right, and me like, okay, I did this wrong, let me make it right. And I was so busy trying to make something right, the person didn't want it to be right. They wanted to keep that problem over my head. They wanted to keep making me pay for what I did.
She was willing to forgive. A lot of times women, they have to be honest about if they're willing to forgive or not. Because forgiveness means we're moving on and we can't look in the back. Right?
Work
for their favor.
That's what they was doing. That's exactly what she was doing. She was getting. Go ahead.
Yes, I forgive you, but you don't ever have to have access to me again.
Exactly. So that's why she should have shouldn't have been like that. Because if she didn't want to have access, why are you taking them back?
Correct. If she didn't want me to have access, why she accepting rent money when she short on her rent? Why she accepting car payment when she short on her car? What? Right. But I know I'm giving it, but forgive. That would forgive me. I gotta give to forgive.
Wasn't her mindset.
Right.
She gonna still keep on draining you.
Yes.
As long as she can drain you.
Right. And she stopped. I stopped. I cut it off.
Just like Doc said. Doc,
you don't gotta give me the same. Like I forgive you on the inside of the world.
Peace.
Forgive me.
Yeah, but
Forgive you. I'm done with you.
but it goes back to what Candy asked me about my mother. You know, when as a man, you always feel like you're not good. If I feel like I'm not good enough, then here's a woman I gotta show that I'm good. I'm good at, I know, but I'm just saying.
Show me how much money you have, or how much.
Follow me though. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
How much you can love.
Yeah, but follow me. Follow me though. Follow me though.
That's his. He should explain his personal
Right.
experience.
My personal experience is okay, if a woman that I love is struggling and I got an extra 1,500, I'm gonna give her that 1,500. If the woman I love is going through a hard time, I'm gonna pick up the phone and encourage her. So it's not.
You don't need to be with. See, you need. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm on this stage, Scar.
I know, but I'm trying to, but I'm explaining, but but listen, I'm explaining.
But he's a.
Listen, y'all. I'm explaining my situation that I was in.
You want him because he's a provider.
Let him finish.
Let me finish what I'm saying. So,
She wanted him.
so as a man, I had to wake up and realize that a lot of time we use this term narcissist, and I realized that these people aren't narcissists. These people are psychopaths. They're not. They're
similar.
right. So they
Narcissists are similar.
right because the word
Narcissists always center themselves, no matter what. They're always the victim. They're always gaslighting. They're very intentional about their acts.
These people are really psychopaths. And when I realized that when I realized that these people were when the women and men but mainly the women I dealt with were psychopaths, that's when I realized that the person I'm dealing with today ain't the person I'm gonna be dealing with tomorrow. Person I'm dealing with tomorrow ain't the person I'm dealing with Wednesday.
Did you come to the realization that there's something that you're attracting? Because you said it.
The reason why I was attracting a psychopath because I was a psychopath. And and y'all gonna hate to hear this, but y'all gonna hate to hear this. But the reason why y'all attract narcissists because y'all narcissists.
Oh no, because we're used to that behavior. If you even look at, like, honestly, not again, you have to now remember, I'm a college professor, I'm an academician.
No, I know.
The definition of narcissism, you understand that. And again, I've had counseling, I've had therapy. Yeah. But narcissists actually look for a certain type of woman. When they say male narcissist, they look for the provider. They look for the woman who's going to be pouring into them. Mm-hmm. They look for certain things. So when you say it's me, like, if you, I got receipts to show that everyone and their mama would tell you I'm everything but the opposite. They look for vulnerable situations. Are attracted to people who give. They're attracted to givers.
Right.
You want to have two narcissists in a relationship because they can't coexist.
Right.
Exactly. For the record.
Let me read. Let me read. Now let me read.
She overgives.
Let me read.
Narcissist acknowledges and recognizes that, right. And he gets her ass.
Let me tell you something, Doc. The only reason why you stayed with that man because he was giving you something too, right?
The only reason I stayed with that man, because let's back this thing up. Because if you listen to what I said I was much older than him. He was getting his pharmacy degree. I was a professor and a business owner. I came into the relationship with my own money. Okay. I actually left making 6 figures.
I didn't say money.
He wasn't giving me anything.
So why were you with him?
Because he was a good man. Because of the way he treated me initially. Like I said, him at 20 something was a different 30, was a different 35, is a different 40. Again, when you look at the difference in the age range, I like to attribute it to inexperience, some growth. I know that being mature slower than women. So, and they definitely mature less. Yes, they do. That's research now starts. That's research. But that's research, baby. That's why you was sitting here tricking with these women, okay? Because you mature slower. I
was tricking with the woman because I wanted some coochie. That's why I was tricking with these women. I wanted some coochie, respectfully.
Some coochie.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
The man is tricking. So y'all know I got a lot of hope. We talk about this all the time. When the man is tricking, he's tricking. He trying to. He just coochie sometimes. Sometimes he trying to validate himself because he feels less than in the space he's in. Yeah. He's trying to validate.
And I definitely validate myself with that coochie. And let me read to you what. Hey. Let me read to you. And let me read to you the symptoms and traits of a narcissist per Google. It says
American Psychiatric. I want you to go to Google. I want you to go to APA.
Okay, we're going to APA Google. It says an unrealistic and unrealistic. Chrissy, stop acting like a narcissist.
Chris, read the papers. Okay, if you get your master's degree, then you don't wrote a lot of papers on them. I have my PhD. I have a doctorate. I was a former college professor.
I got a PhD too. I got a PhD. I got a PhD too. I got a PhD too. I got a master's, a bachelor's. Yeah. Hey.
Needing the psychiatry though.
Yes, the therapist need a therapist. Hey, can I read the traits? Can I read the bumper clot traits? Them. The Ross clot them. The bumper clots. Okay, it says an unrealistic sense of superior ways of thinking and talent. Can I finish, fam? I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you. I'm finna mute you. I'm finna take your mic off. Okay, I'm about to take your mic off. It says yes. It says an unrealistic sense of superior thinking and talent, often exaggerating achievements. Man, let me mute your mic right quick. Your shit getting muted. Respectfully. It says, and I'm gonna unmute you after I'm done. An unrealistic sense of superior thinking and talent, often exaggerating achievements. Unwillingness or inability to recognize the feelings and the needs of others. A constant excessive need for validation and praise. Expecting special favors or unquestioning compliance with their expectations. Taking advantage of others to achieve their own goals. Reacting to criticism with rage, shame, or humiliation. So my question is, if people who attract narcissists exemplify any of these traits, you also have traits of a narcissist.
You're not. Scar, you're not really. I don't understand what you. I'm really trying to understand your train of thought.
This is my train of thought. Listen to my. This is what I'm saying.
So let me explain something to you. You read a lot of traits.
Correct.
Individually, we take one eye. Well, yeah, that could be me. That's a trait. Right. But when you're talking about a narcissist, this is their whole life is this. Correct. It's not one or two of these. Right. It's all of these. Of course, all of us have negative traits. All of us can have a trait of a narcissist. Right. It doesn't make us narcissists.
Bugatti, exactly.
The traits.
Correct. Correct. But what I'm saying is this. You do not, the key, we all have narcissistic ways.
Traits, that's what we said. Right. We're not all narcissists.
But I feel like this. In order to be in a relationship, we have to what? What's the root word of relationship?
Relation.
Relate.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say real.
No, real. Relate. So, which means in order for me to be in a relationship with you, I must be able to relate to you. How can I?
It doesn't mean I have to relate to you by the same narcissist.
Hold on now.
We have the same lights in academics. We have the same lights in what we do socially. What we do. It doesn't matter. You're taking characteristics.
But now listen now. You just but you just said a narcissist. That's his way of life. Everything is not.
He makes up all of the traits.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. My ex-husband, right? Listen.
Go ahead.
My ex-husband will forever be a narcissist, right? He doesn't have one trait. He doesn't have three. He doesn't have three.
All of them.
He's all of those things, right? he moves in and out of those things. Like no matter, let's just take. I'm gonna give you an example. My sons go to a predominantly white private school that he wanted them to go to, that he went to. Right. My son has an issue at the school. He turns the issue into when I was at the school that you were at the school 25 years ago. Why are we talking about you? They always center themselves. If you listen to what they say, if you come here and say, hey, I didn't like the way that you treated me. Oh, I guess I'm just a piece of shit and I don't do nothing right. Narcissists make you feel when they talk about humiliation and shame, and there are some things that narcissists do that it's a holistic character. It's not a trait. All of us have negative traits. All of us move in and out of negative traits, and some of those traits may be narcissism, sissy. Some of them may be low self-esteem. Like there are different types of traits that you can have. To relate to people, we relate to them differently. We relate to them based on what our priorities are. One of my priorities was, of course, is achievement, right? So he and I related in that. I'm a PhD, he's a PharmD. It doesn't have to mean that we related personality wise. Like he was quiet. I was outgoing and loud. He's an only child. I'm the oldest of three. So when you say that, those are character traits. There are different ways to relate. So that because you relate with someone doesn't mean that, oh yes, that made me a narcissist. There's nothing you're going to be able to say that's going to validate or verify your stating. If you look at my receipts, right, my life speaks that I'm nowhere. I'm the complete opposite of a narcissist.
If I'm in a relationship with a toxic woman, that means I'm toxic as well. It takes two. It takes two to be toxic. It takes two. It takes two. You're toxic. What? Toxicity in you. Toxicity in you is that you're attracted to toxicity. That's toxic. So why are you? Again, for women, for us, it's because we're healers. It's because we always want to make better. We always want to clean up. That's our toxic trait. It doesn't make a word. That's the toxic trait that we have. So when you're talking about toxicity again is made up of certain traits. The toxicity is, why am I attracted to toxic people? You got to ask yourself that. Is it because I'm toxic? Because I'm toxic. But what about you is toxic? That's too generic. There are a ton of toxic traits. What about you is toxic? It don't matter what about me is toxic. I'm still, yeah. Break that cycle. But we're not talking about thing that is. But we're not talking about fixing it. We're talking about addressing why are you with someone who's that way if you're not that way. That's what I'm talking about. How can I be with a toxic person and I'm not toxic? I wouldn't be with them. I wouldn't be with them. I wouldn't be with them. Be with them. Again, okay, because you use words, and for me, because I am a PhD, words matter. Tell me your definition of toxic, sweetie. My definition is, because when you using something so strongly, you better be able to define that thing with your chest. I said it earlier. Toxic is creating drama for no reason. Toxic is, let me mute her mic real quick. Toxic is creating problems for no reason, creating drama for no reason, making people pay for something that they didn't necessarily do. Putting yourself and your partner in a position that you have to overly work to get past when it didn't have to be when it didn't have to be a problem to begin with in the beginning. Toxic is anytime you allow your past. I'm giving different definitions of it. Allow your past to affect the way you deal with your future. Toxic is whenever when you make somebody pay for something, like I said earlier, pay for something they didn't do, and try to give you answers to problems you created. That's, to me, that's my few definitions of toxic in my life, in my mind. Again, I may not agree with your definition of toxicity. Right. That's not what's toxic. You just literally said something about it. Because again, what you just said, we're gonna break it down. Your first one, you said making something out of nothing. Right. That's perception and perspective. Right. What's something to you may not be nothing to me. Right. That doesn't make that toxic. How not? That's perception. That's perspective. That's called communication. Hey, baby, I really had a problem with you not taking the trash out last night.
you feel like, oh, that ain't nothing. But that might be something to me. That don't make it drama. That don't make it toxicity. That makes a different perception. If you turn a problem, if you turn something that don't have to be a problem into a problem. But you saying it don't have to be a problem. Right. What's a problem? You said don't have to be a problem. Right. Define your definition of don't have to be a problem. Because I bring something to your attention. Is that what you call a problem? Because I bring up a concern of mine means that that's the synonymous as to it's a problem. Because make me understand. The thing about it is more than once, then it becomes a problem. Right. So what? So basically, if somebody don't do that, I don't like the way you treat me. I don't like the way you do that. I'm not okay with that. And then you'll be like, okay, baby, I'm not gonna do that to you. Right. And then you turn around next week and do the same shit again. Right. Now it's a choice. It's not an option. It's you want to do that to me. You're right, but you have a choice. Like for me, we all adults. You got a choice to take a situation and escalate it and make it a problem, or you got a choice to take us, or you got a choice to take a situation and get a resolve of this situation. That's the way I look at it. Just because the situation it don't have to be a problem, and just because it's a problem, it don't mean that it has to be a dramatic situation. So that's the point of what I'm saying with toxicity. Toxicity, you take something and you make it bigger than it need to be. Toxicity. So no, I call it toxicity. You just got it on the live, but my term is toxicity. Toxicity, because that's how I say it. That's my joke. Right, being toxic. So for me, if you take something, you can say stuff to people. Right, if you take something here, correct. To me. Correct. You don't have to take something and take it all the way up here. You don't have to do that. That's toxic to me. I'm like, okay. Okay, when you say take it all the way up here, first off, again, because now it's again what I hear that you have is a real problem with communication. So right. Let's take for example, okay, because right. You're saying take it up here. Pretty Tina said, if I've said it to you more than once, then it becomes a problem. Right. And you agree. So what you're telling me is that, because I guess you're talking about your own personal relationship, you were in this relationship, and every time she came to you with something that disturbed her, bothered her, she was offended by whatever it was, you felt that she was always at a certain decibel. You felt like I didn't say that. Well, where you get that from? Because I'm trying to understand how you're defining your definition. Because I'm describing it. I'm person always bring it right. Something and it's up here. It's not necessarily just my girlfriend. Who gets determined that it's up here? Who gets determined that what you bring to me is nothing? The situation determines it. Because if I'm sitting here, listen, if I hold on now, she asked me. So if I'm sitting down, if I'm sitting down on the listen, if I'm sitting down on the couch. Earlier, dog makes a house. Like you said earlier, you said if a man don't take out the trash, right? And you tell him like, baby, you know you need to take out that trash. And you could just say it like that, period. And then the next day, if you don't take out that damn trash, you say it again. Babe, now I just told you, you need to take out this trash. That means if you all the way up here, you done said it more than once. You done said it more than one time. But for him, but based on what he said, Pretty T, is that it's now you made it out of something. You made it something. Basically, what I'm saying is this: you asked me what determines is toxic or whatever you. So what I'm telling you is this: you said what determines what's up here and what not. That's what you asked me, right? What determines what's too high, what's too low, whatever. So for me, exactly, Sweet Delicious, they ain't even letting me speak, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, if I'm sitting, right. So check this out. So if I'm sitting down, hold, let me finish. If I'm sitting down, yeah, you understand, Pretty T. But if I'm sitting here and I'm sitting down on the couch, and you say, babe, you ain't take the trash out, and my attitude is, I don't give a fuck about that trash. Then if you decide to take it wherever you want to take it, you matching my energy or whatever. If you ask me, babe, you didn't take the trash out. Well, babe, today I had a long day. I'm a little tired today.
if you take that's why I say the circumstance determine what's too high, what's too much. If you take that and you run with, hold on now, you take that and you run with that and say, but I told you take shit, fam, you being toxic.
I agree with that. It's a toxic trait, right? Okay, that you're being toxic.
So that's what I mean by taking it somewhere ain't gotta go.
Real question. So she takes it up there. She being toxic. So that's we gonna end the relationship off of that. That's because she's not toxic.
Listen, for me,